Welcome, mortal fools, to the most terrifying, spectacular show on Earth. Fasten your seatbelts and hold on tight. And take a ride with the Dark Carousel podcast. Welcome, mortals! Oh, let's fucking ride!
You see stuff everywhere in camera. You know it's bad. So it's like, buckle up, buttercup. It's nighttime here, and we're trying to stand up. Say, we got it right now. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the Dark Carousel podcast.
Hey guys, I got black fingers. I was painting my the lovely little pumpkins. Yes, guys, welcome to the Dark Carousel podcast.
Today
On
Dark Carousel,
we
are
going to
talk to
talk to Frankie P from Brighton Asylum.
Yeah.
I can't say his last name, but I can definitely say he's from Brighton Asylum in Passaic, New Jersey.
Yeah.
I did it.
There you go.
Did I get a cookie?
Yeah. I'll see what we got.
I mean, fuck, dude, it took me so long to say something
I don't
about.
think it'd be like cookie. It'd be like candy because we don't have no cookies.
Well, yeah, we have a lot of fucking candy,
Dude.
I spent $81 on candy to pass them out at Land this weekend. 80, and I filled one giant pumpkin.
Yeah.
And I had probably
What kind of candy? Just variety.
all different kinds.
Yeah, because, dude, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. This year, I noticed not where we were at, a lot of people didn't give out a lot of chocolate. There were some. Everybody gave out more sour stuff this year, which
Yeah,
is
dude,
weird.
I've noticed that.
But I'm not complaining because I like chocolate here and there, but I just
I like
prefer
my sweets, dude. I like some.
Well, the kids, they didn't do the full 2 hours, pussies. They did like maybe an hour and 10 minutes, and then they fucking okay, they were done.
They just went for it.
Well, Dalton was like running way ahead of us. He was 2 houses ahead of us.
Jesus Christ.
And I mean, he was hitting them, but he was just 2 houses ahead of us. And finally, he's like, "Okay, I'm ready to go."
At least it wasn't raining this year.
No, it had
Thank
nice.
God.
It had a breeze and it was cool. I had a sweatshirt on, a hoodie on, and I had a fucking Carhartt jacket on because it was cold where we were at.
It was a nice little Halloween.
Yeah.
But guys, haunt season
Is over.
Is over for I think majority of us. It is a sad story. This is probably the
I know
first
there's
time.
another haunt I saw on Facebook that's doing a lights out this coming weekend,
I think Dent's doing one.
but that's it.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. So haunt is it's over, guys. I'm sorry. This is probably the first time in
It might be over for you, but it's not over for us.
like 6 years since I've had the haunt blues, and I finally got them this year. I'm like, oh god. I went out and bought 68-inch white pumpkins to paint and stuff. So we'll show them on our Instagram. I'm making more. I want to make more. I love those, but we're selling them for $30 a pop. Which is not a bad little price. But we'll talk about that here in a bit. But other than that, we'll talk about, Frankenfuel.
Yeah.
If you guys want to get freshly franked by Frankenfuel, listen, guys, Frankenfuel is one of the best energy drinks in the world. You can find them at your local Hot Topic.
And you don't pee yellow after the fact.
You don't. You pee white. Well, I mean, that's like cum. No, we're not going to get into that. Yes, if you guys want to get literally one of the best, tastiest, loveliest Frankenfuel, he's on to something.
It is fresh.
He's coming up with something.
I know. Believe me, I've told him many times. I said, dude, you need to do one of me. I want.
That'd be so fucking cool.
I want a sweets one.
Yeah. So big old shout out to
Like me, got Frankie in the headlock or some shit on the can. I don't care. We can do something on the can. We'll work on the art.
big old shout out to Mike Casavant from Frankenfuel. If you guys want to get 15% off your next purchase, go to frankenfuel.com/DCP.
Yeah.
And then after that, just drink them. I don't know why you're not drinking them.
Yeah. Don't let them sit around.
Guys, our last episode we did was with John Acors from Dark Acres. Lovely, fucking awesome dude.
Yep.
Yes,
sir.
He has that home haunt up in New York, and I dove deep in some home haunters, dude. Jesus Christ, that's a whole...
Yeah, check it out on Instagram. He always posts cool little snippets of the walkthrough and stuff like that. A lot of neat little scenery.
And just the fact that he tears it down every year. That's so scary, so sad.
Yeah.
But definitely a big old shout out to John. And Thank you so much for introducing us into this new world. But guys, we have more introductions we're going to have to do at the end of the show because we're introducing somebody to the haunt world tomorrow. And it's a big one, which is so definitely stay tuned with that with Vincent Castiglia from Brooklyn, New York.
I'm gonna unhook this bitch. I'm gonna fucking tighten it. It's pissing me off.
But other than that, I'm going to send this message. And we're going to sit down and talk with Frankie from Brighton Asylum and talk about his lovely year of haunting. Now, he did want to join us a few months prior, but we were like, you know what? Let's just wait, see how it goes. Ta-da! And, dude, I was about it. So I was like, dude, this is it. This is time. And
let's do it.
We're going to fucking do it. And we're going to do recaps of the Brighton Banshee and Dinwiddie so we can have the videos itself because I want to make me a nice little video at the end of the year for everybody we interviewed. We interviewed over 38. This is 38 people this year. That's a lot.
A lot.
That's a lot. That's crazy.
So season 7, we're going for more.
We're going for 2 more than what we did. Only 2. But no, really excited to finally sit down and talk with old Frankie. Old Frankie.
You gotta send you gotta catch up with our friends from Hershey and see if they're ever gonna sign it or
What, Fryboy and Archer?
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying, dude.
I mean, I know Fryboy gave it the heart, but he never.
I'm going to give it time. I'm give it another week and then go from there and shoot him another message and be like, yo, dude, like, listen, if you don't get on this fucking show, I'm going to come to you. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have
Ta-da!
Frankie. About time.
Yo,
it's about time.
what's up, guys?
What's up, man?
He made it.
This is like
Fine.
And no technical difficulties. Everybody else always has technical difficulties.
I've done a few of these so far, and the first 3 I've all messed them up technical difficulty wise. So I think this is my 4th one. So I think I'm good.
There we go.
Well, cool.
Perfect.
Well, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Arthur, and that is Steve, and we're the Dark Carousel podcast, man. Really excited to finally talk to you. I know we've talked before to hop on the show, and I'm like, well, let's just give it time and stuff. And it's like we watched, and it's like, yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen soon.
We're gonna make it work.
It's gonna make it work. But super fucking excited to finally talk to you and talk about you're our first recap of a haunt season actor on the show. Super pumped.
This is the first time I've ever done anything post haunt season. It's always before or like right in the middle of. So this is like the first time I've been able to digest stuff, like you guys said.
Yeah, dude. I was telling him right before we started. This is probably the first time in like 6 years I've actually hit the haunt blues, and it's like, oh god, it sucks.
Yeah.
But the show keeps it going. So let's start this show and see where we go. All right, man. Well, we introduce ourselves, and let's introduce you, man. Who are you? What got you into this lovely fucking world of haunting? And where did it all begin?
My name is Frankie, and my character is also Frankie. I perform at Brighton Asylum in Passaic, New Jersey.
Passaic? Is it Passaic? Is it
Passaic? I don't know. I've been in the local. Everybody says it differently. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
You could say whatever as long as you're confident.
Yeah.
But I've almost been at Brighton. Next year is going to be my 10th year.
Hell yeah. Wow. 10 years. Damn. Yeah. So how when you first started, is this your first ever haunt you've ever been at?
So this is my third, my first professional haunt, my third haunt in general.
Okay. Cool. What was your first haunt that you ever worked at?
My first haunt was for my elementary school, actually, when I was in 4th or 5th grade. It was called Garfield Catholic Academy in Garfield, New Jersey.
Okay.
And they threw like a haunted stage production after hours for the Halloween weekend. And my parents signed up for it. They signed me up for it. So I actually got to act with my parents for like the first time ever.
That's cool.
That's different.
Yeah.
Man, so for so you said 4th grade, so you were about what, like 8 or 9?
Yeah, I had to be like 8 or 9.
Man, dude, how'd that make you feel?
It gave me a sense of confidence that I never had.
Yeah.
Like I remember I was wearing like this skull mask with a jester hat, and I kept peeking in and out of like the stage because it was on like the stage.
Yeah.
And I just every time I peek my head out, all the kids would be like, oh my god. And that sense of like, oh wow, people recognize there's someone there and it makes them feel uncomfortable. I have this power over these random people. Like it was bizarre. It was definitely bizarre.
Man, I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't that young, but there's just I can only imagine this as a child like that. It's like I won't fuck these people up.
And my parents were there, and so it was a green light. My dad had like this weird
Unleash
latex,
hell.
like axe murderer, and he had a hatchet. My mom was a head on a table. So like it was a green light
Damn.
to go.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So obviously that would be one of your first memories that got you into scaring. So when you stepped foot into a professional haunt where you actually started your haunt career, how did that make you feel for the first time?
Dudes, it's like, I mean, you guys know when you have those dreams of like you don't know where you are, and the things are so monstrous but so beautiful at the same time. Like
Yes.
that's the feeling that I get, or that I still get when I go to Brighton. But my first time, it was just so overwhelming. There were so many veterans that were there for like the first audition. Um, they didn't really make me feel pressure. Like I was pretty much making myself feel all the pressure. But they
Yeah.
were all welcoming. Yeah, but it was just overwhelming at first. I just remember being like, "Oh my God, like can I do this? Like this is the real deal, you
Yeah,
know?"
it's really intimidating, especially stepping in foot step well when I was a kid, when I first started my haunt, I really wasn't like super nervous. I was just more excited. But when I moved to a different haunt and I was like, all right, so this is you go from like a low budget haunt to $1 million haunt, you're like, oh shit, so this is way out of my game. All right.
Yeah. There's
So
like a production, there's some funding behind this. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to screw it up.
yeah, so like I was super nervous because like I'm like, all right, so let's do exactly what I did at the other haunt, but more extreme. Let's make myself noticeable, and I did, and I got hurt because that's just how I was. I was dumb. They put me up on a stage, where I was above people, and I saw these strings hanging from the rafters, and I was like, huh. This is cool. So I grabbed them and I was hanging over people and I did it all night. And then I remember the certain group that came in, which were the makeup artists at the time. And I leaned over them and I just went on down. And I took it like a champ. I didn't stop, but it definitely knocked the breath out of me.
I mean, better them than like random innocent customers.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't fall onto them. I fell in front of them, so they knew
Oh, okay.
they knew my name immediately. It's like, dude, look at this dumbass.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good impression though.
Yeah, I mean, it's impression on my back.
Yeah.
See, like I never got necessarily nervous per se because again, I started when I was super little. I mean, I was 7, when I started doing the haunt stuff, and I was doing it with kids maybe a couple years older than me, and then we had a few older teenagers helping out, and we did like a neighborhood haunt, and then from there it just took off, and I just kind of every year it just kind of got a step bigger, and eventually when I was old enough to actually go to work at other haunts that's when I took off from there. But here I am 34 years later, and it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, you just kept going, you know? You
Yeah.
just got caught in the draft and just kept
It
going.
did, and then I floated around to all the bigger haunts and been around and done it, and then this year was kind of a little bit slower year for me. But even then, though, we're still busy with this, of course, and talking to all you guys. So, but yeah, definitely. I mean, I could understand, when you're a kid, when you go into a big haunt, I was eased into it. But when you start off as a child, and going into a big haunt, it can be nerve-wracking. But the good thing is, like I said, the group up there that we've talked to, they all are pretty laid back and seem super chill. So I'm sure it wasn't too big of a transition going into. So
Yeah. Now, when did you first walk into Brighton Asylum and it felt like home to you?
Well, I mean, the first day, like, even though I was overwhelmed, I never stopped thinking about it ever since that first audition. Like, everyone that knows me the last 10 years, they always associate Brighton with me. They're like, oh God, here he goes. He's going to start talking about haunting again, or pulling out bugs or some shit like that. But like, it's just, I don't know. It's became part of like my personality in a sense, but it's just because I enjoy it so much. And when you finally find those sets and that atmosphere and the family, and like it's just motivating. Everybody builds each other up at Brighton. Like you've talked to Yasmin, Banshee, and like it's just such it's a healthy actor environment.
Oh yeah.
There. So
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I might have to disagree on the healthy part because we shoved some weird shit in our mouths.
Yes, true. I
That's
mean, and we feel it later on, but
Yeah.
in the moment,
yeah, in
it's
the
cool.
moment it's great because
Yeah.
Isn't it weird how fast it goes through your system too?
yeah, I've been pooping green because I
Yeah.
ingested so much food coloring this weekend.
I'm sick of the taste, and if I smell vanilla, I'm done.
Yeah, I still got a little green on my chin. That was such a good time, dude. Now, so how did your last weekend go for you?
Last weekend was a doozy. I was fine the whole season. Like my voice held up. I'm usually getting sick once every year, and I didn't get sick at all this season. So I was like, oh man, we're doing good. The last weekend came around. I made the Friday show, and then I missed the Halloween show because I was just so dead. And I live 2 hours away from Brighton, basically. So it's just I have to weigh my options sometimes, you
Oh
know.
yeah. I feel that, dude, because man, your health is more important.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong,
yeah,
haunting is fun, but sometimes it's like, all right, I needed to go die for a little bit.
Dude, I'm gonna go out there
yeah.
like and throw up on some people.
Fuck that,
That
dude.
adds.
That's true. Like, just use me as a prop at that point. Like, I'm fine. Like, just put caution tape around me and stick me in the corner if I
No, just
pass
crawl
out.
around on the ground. They'll think it's part of the show.
And already out
sure.
here just dying.
Man, that
sure.
guy throws up on cue. That's awesome.
Wouldn't be the first. No, just.
So,
But like,
who was the? I'm sorry, you can go.
it just felt like this season in particular was extremely quick. Like,
God.
it's like a fever dream in my opinion. Like all the other seasons, I was able to find my bearings and be like, okay, mid-season, digest everything and make montages on like Instagram. And I had no time. I was just one show going back home dead, waking up, going the other one dead.
Mm-hmm.
Just we were sold out every night.
Holy shit.
This was our busiest season. I felt like we had so much new things. We had like food trucks outside. We have all these new queue line actors. It was just a whole vibe.
That's
This
awesome.
season.
Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm like you, dude. This whole season is just a blink of an eye, and all of a sudden, because like right now, like here in Ohio, it doesn't even feel like November or look like November. It still feels like, end of September, beginning of October. It doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Something is
Halloween
wrong.
part 2.
Yeah. Fuck it. 2 of them. I don't care.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Now, who was the first person who made you feel like you belonged there?
wow. Okay, so there was 2 people at Brighton when I first got there. They were brother and sister. Her name was Sarah, and her brother was DJ. Unfortunately, DJ passed away a few years ago, so we still honor him at Brighton. But it was just right when I got there, they were like, I don't know what your name is, but you are going to be awesome here. You're going to fit in. Little did they know I'm going to be on like t-shirts and sign autographs and stuff like that. But like they just completely de-escalated my panic. They were the ones that placed me inside the house for like the auditions. So I think DJ actually took me inside into one of these hallways with the gas chamber things that break open and all these compressors. He's like, okay, I want you to audition here. And it was just like getting caught up in the excitement and just getting swept up in the motion. And it was just such a cool experience that both of them made me just feel so, I don't know, like, wow,
Human.
guys, thanks.
Yeah,
Like
you-
it was just so sweet.
Yeah, you feel human again. It's like, oh, dude, like I need this in my life, and
Yeah.
you don't. I mean, that goes with like any, I want to say hobby, but like more of a lifestyle like change. It's like a reality smacked in your face. It's like, whoa, dude, I've been missing out on this. This is
Yeah, and
crazy.
especially when there's all the compassion behind it too. Like, there's blood and decapitated bodies and
Sounds peaceful.
animatronics screaming help, help, and then people are just so caring that are there. So it's just like the whole juxtaposition of everything.
Isn't it funny? Like when we talk to normal people, we talk about like, yeah, the blood, guts, and gore, dude. It just makes me feel like home, and they're like looking at you like,
What's your problem?
you all right, dude? No,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not okay.
Just the smell of the haunt,
Yeah,
like,
dude. I think every haunt has a smell of like mold, asbestos, and sweat and BO just locked
When
in
was the
there.
last time the health inspector's been through here?
It doesn't matter. It's great.
they're still there. They're stuck downstairs. We locked them up.
Yeah.
Now, when you built your character version, basically of yourself with your name, what were you trying to say?
So it was an accident, like a happy little accident. as Bob Ross says, like a happy little mistake.
Yeah.
It was my first year outside. One of the veteran Q Line actors, Amanda Revenge, she's a traveling haunt actress. She used to work at Brighton, and she brought me out of the house, and said, I feel like you have more of a oomph behind you. I don't want you to be like stuck inside. So she brought me outside. The first year I was caught by an interview, just bombarded. Like I wasn't prepared for anything. It was just like my first night basically. So they shoved a mic in my face. They're like, "And you are?" And the first thing that came to my head was, "I'm Frankie." So, and it just stuck. Like, it's a double-edged sword. People yell my name. Like there's hundreds of people. Sometimes there's over like 600 people outside. Frankie, and I think that they're yelling at me. Like I don't know that they're talking to my character. Like it's a weird, like, mind fuck.
Yeah,
Like
no,
it
yeah.
really, yeah. So I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but I don't know if I could really think of any other name. I mean, my last name is Peracchio, so Frankie P. People think it just means Frankie patient. So I mean, I can kind of get away with patient. Um,
The,
but yeah, I don't know. It just kind of stuck, and it's just been going up, up, up from
I
from
don't
that.
I don't think there's a lot of like haunt characters out there that use their actual name. Dude,
No.
that's smart. And it just fits.
Yeah.
Now, like what part of like your real personality fits in with your character?
So I want to say in general, just my overall demeanor is just all my like impulses that I can't let out in the normal everyday life. Like I really use my improv. Like I try to open up my improv a lot when I'm playing that character. So the first thing that pops into my head, like the first mannerism, like a very big greetings, like very loud diaphragm voice. I listen to a lot of deathcore, slam,
Right.
grindcore, all those, the heavy songs, that really contributes a lot to my character. Just the vocal presence. I'm a martial artist as well, so I move around really, really quietly. People are always like, "Where the hell did you come from?" And I always, like bow, and I have like tape wrapped around my legs. I say I was trained by the Shaolin, and people are like, "The hell is he talking about?" So I grab little bits and pieces from just like my hobbies and my interests, and I just blow them up and then act on impulse, basically.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm always awkward with my people, like with my characters. Like I don't know what I'm doing half the time, but I just do it, especially like my monkey costume. Like if someone like tries to
Which
get
was awesome. It looked so sick,
Thank
by
you
the
so
way.
much. I don't know what I'm doing because like he's a silent character and I've discovered that he has like he's like an animal but has like a childlike mind in a way, but he just has no no thoughts going on in his brain. Like I can't see shit out of those eye holes. So I have one motion and that is going forward. That is my objective. Now, if I get caught with a customer, they create a mission for me. Like, hey, like let's go over here. Oh, okay. Let's go see what's over here. So it's like my mind is open of so many places. Half the time I don't know where the fuck I'm ending up, but I ended up somewhere and it does take me
I got a great idea to save you energy.
run.
No. So next year we put you in a box. Wheels on it.
Okay.
I'll pull you around.
I like that.
Like, if I'm in Sisu or whatever,
Yeah.
I'll pull you like with a big old rope and you like have wheels and I'll just pull you around and we'll play the music.
Oh, like a Jack in the Box?
Like a Jack in the Box. And you come out fucking banging your set and then we'll make you like an escape hatch. If someone wants to get smart or shitty, you just bust out running after their
Dude,
ass.
that'd be fun. Well, I don't run. I shuffle.
Yeah.
Well,
They're gonna 6'7".
He said it. I don't want to hear that again. No more. Oh, I heard it so much. But dude,
hopefully that's a fad that'll just kind of phase out.
I don't
through the
think it
summer.
is, dude.
Yeah,
That
it's probably like Skibbity Toilet. It'll
Skibbity
just, that
Toilet.
was last year, six
Yeah.
sevens this year, something else next year.
whatever happened to like 69, dude? That's cool.
That's what I've been saying this year. Everyone's like 6'7", and I had two options. I would either say I'm gonna bury you 6 or 7 feet under the ground,
Oh.
or 69, and people would just
Like,
be
what?
like, yeah.
Yeah. Nut to butt, dude. Oh, so like when it comes to like going to your haunt, do you ever feel like it's an escape from reality?
Oh, 100 million thousand, yeah, for sure. Even since I moved, because I was there the first 7 or 8 years I lived locally. I was only like 10 minutes away, and now that I have that 2 hour commute, the drive up to Brighton is a mental decompression, and I could put on music, listen to podcasts, listen to weird acting tips. Like I really try to get myself in the zone on my way to Brighton now, so when I make it to Brighton, now I'm prepared and I'm ready to get into makeup. So yeah, the whole adventure is getting traveling into another dimension,
Yeah.
basically. That whole haunting entertainment world where that people are coming to where you are to be entertained, and it's just thrilling to just think about that.
Oh
So
fuck yeah. And it's the buildup of that drive. Like my drive's only like 15, 20 minutes, but it's still that drive. Like sometimes like I'll get out of the car and like since I don't go straight into acting, I do makeup and then I do acting. Uh I am dude, for some reason, like there's times I'll just get out of the car and there's nothing. I'm just calm, I'm chill, I'm fucking tired. I'm just doing my thing. I'll talk to the actors, do their makeup and stuff. But as soon as that costume comes on, dude, I'm just like, see you later. Arthur is not gonna exist for the next 4 or 5 hours. So sorry about your luck, guys.
yeah, it's weird. Like, I mean, sometimes do you guys feel like you're in character before the costume, or do you feel like the costume helps tie things together, or is it just both, or one or the other?
Sometimes.
I mean, for me, like usually, because I'm usually when I get to the park, I'm usually I'm pretty much the first person there usually, except for maintenance. I'm usually the first person there. I usually go in because we run the midway for the most part. So I have an entire park to run because I mean we got a huge place. But anyhow, I usually go into our locker room, the roamer locker room. I go in, I just slowly get dressed because we usually don't have to be out till after 7 anyways, a little after 7, but I usually get there like at 4 and I just slowly put items on. Like I'll put my socks on, I put my boots on, and then I just slowly change.
Yeah.
Like mentally, I just slowly change. And then by the time I get my jacket on, depending on what character I'm doing, right? But if I'm usually doing sweets, usually by the time I get his jacket and gloves on, I'm usually ready to go. And then I usually, right before I walk out the door, I actually slide my face down and I take off. And then that's end of the night.
It's hard for me, especially if I'm gonna do a character, because like if I'm doing the monkey character, I know what I'm doing. So there's like not necessarily any build up. I just got to keep myself quiet and just get ready for the shuffling because my thighs and calves are on fire by
You
like.
could be a monkey on roller skates.
No, dude, I'd say it's just people love that shuffle, dude. Because like our trail is over a mile long, and it takes me a little over an hour and a half to get through it.
That's nice size though. That's a good size. It's
It's
comfortable.
it's nice and comfortable, but it's not comfortable while I'm shuffling. Because like even when I'm not around any actors or any characters, I'm still shuffling.
Because you never know who's watching in the
Because
shadows.
it's funny as fuck when you like, for instance, like 2 weekends ago, I was walking the trail and I went behind the scenes, and I was walking because I didn't want to go up this damn bridge, and I'm still shuffling. Well, one of the trail managers came up and they saw me shuffling. They're like, "Dude, what are you doing?" And I was just standing there. I was standing there because I was resting. My calves were on fire, and I turned to him. I don't say anything. He was like, "Arthur, you're good. It's Mickey." I'm like, and I just keep on walking. I see, I just completely ignore him, and I just walk on with myself. I don't talk to anybody. I don't care who
You
you
never
are.
know. There's a little kid in a bush, and then
Yeah.
you just ruined the illusion for him.
Yeah.
He's a little peeping Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
'Cause,
fuck.
yeah, like the reason I asked you guys that is because I played like 3 characters at Brighton, and now I basically play Frankie for the rest of my career at this point because everyone won't live it down if I play any other character. They're like, "That's Frankie. Get out of costume. Go back out." And I'm like, okay, okay.
Sorry.
So I played Otis from House of a Thousand Corpses for Slasher Night. So I dyed my hair white, and I had a redneck accent, and we had a baby and a Spalding. So that was fun, but I was basically able to get into character without costume for that. Like I was like, okay, like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Then I played a clown with one of those, the pointy chin latex mask
Yeah.
clowns. Yeah, that was for like a half of a year before I was out on the midway. That was easy too. I was in basically instant character, like that's fine. With when I play Frankie, I don't know what it is. Like I have to have everything on. Like if I don't have the hair stuff on, if my teeth aren't done, like I just can't get into it. The second everything is on, the switch flips. Like
Yeah.
it's really weird because like I know as an actor, like you should be able to bring it from inside, but I guess because of like the visceral nature of my character, like I need to see how disgusting and evil I look to be
Yeah,
able to like
it's
to
the
bring that out.
truth because it's
Yeah.
like when someone says like, "Hey, man, do the shuffle." No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
why? Or if
It's
I
exhausting just watching it.
or if like I want to do like one of my clown characters or one of my just random characters I throw together, I can't just do it like right off the rip. Now, if it's for like an audition or something, yeah, sure, but I'm gonna wear my teeth or something. I have to because it's like you said, it flips the switch of spookiness that you just need to push. Not saying I can't do it without it. It's just gonna
For
make
sure,
me
for sure.
feel awkward as fuck because it's like, all right, I'm gonna do the shuffle, and they're like, dude, what are you doing with yourself? Like, I mean, you'd understand if I had a fucking costume on, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I just shuffle around and do all this. Or like, yeah, dude, that's scary. I'm like, you don't see the bigger picture, dude.
Yeah, that's how they're like, shake your hand, like shake my hand out of character and in character, and I'm like, well, I just feel awkward. Like I'm just like,
Yeah,
hey, guys.
like, yeah, sure, dude.
Okay.
Oh man, yeah. Oh man, dude, this I love it. It's hard. It's kind of hard to get in character, but it's not at the same time. It's like your own personal like thing that you
It's
really.
a meditation almost. Like you kind of learn there's different triggers and different. Everyone does it differently.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of doing things differently, like, do you have any rituals that you love to do before you step out on that floor?
Yeah, 100%. So the last 2-ish years, I learned that if I do not stretch my actual throat, like if I don't physically like rub my throat and yell and do like gutturals for like 10 minutes, pacing back and forth before I go outside on the midway, I am just gonna either get a headache because I'm gonna strain myself
Mm-hmm.
because I'll tell myself, don't yell, don't do too much, and I'll immediately go outside. My adrenaline will pump. There'll be a little kid who'll go 6'7", you're not scary, and I'll start going at him. Be like, "What the hell are you doing here?" And it's just over. It's there's no. I can never keep my voice, no matter how much I try. I do all the precautions. I've watched Melissa Cross. I've done all the I've all those throat cam videos, all the warm ups. No matter what you do, after 30 days of haunting, you just lose your voice after yelling at people. So
Yes.
my ritual is just try to keep my voice as long as possible because I feel like a lot of my character's power is from like the vocal intimidation and being able to engage with people and randomly talking to people like this outside. And just like, if I lose that, I feel a little like neutered.
Mhm.
So my goal of the season is just make sure that my voice is pretty good.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah.
I mean, I know like with like my characters, I've noticed that I fell in love with silent characters, but I've also learned to make people feel more awkward and terrified, all in the same sense, than to talk to them, have conversations with them, or insult them, but making them feel just uneased. Because, like, for instance, like,
I'm literally just gonna go put a mask on just here and stare at you.
dude, and it doesn't faze me, but like like,
You're right. You'd be like,
it's an awkward feeling.
I'll go get Puppet.
No, don't get him.
I'll go get Sid. I'll sit him right here on this cabinet and let him watch sit here stare at you.
It's like one of those things where like you approach the person and then they're like, oh, hey, how are you? No response. And then it's like, okay, so they start doing like the 6'7" bullshit, or they'll start acting out a little bit just so they'll get the uncomfortableness out of the way so they can try to make me feel uncomfortable. Well, I don't stop staring.
And it forces them into into a different type of engagement.
Yeah, so now they're like, oh, okay, well, cool, thank you. So they take a picture with me. Well, I don't stop staring. I'll take a picture with you, but I'm still looking at you. I'm not stopping. And then, as they move forward, I stay in my fucking spot. I don't move. I am still fucking staring. Even if they're
like, okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. But like, my field of like view is like, even if they moved, I'm still staring at whatever I'm staring at. And then I just walk away. Like, what the fuck was that? What are you doing? I don't know. I don't know.
And again, that's the beauty of it.
That's
Like
so
you
great.
created something without knowing, and it's still it's a show for people, you
Yeah,
know?
it's definitely, and I love doing it. I love making people feel awkward, and it's just like that's scary to me because it's like people don't like that, interaction of like, okay, well,
I don't like
I fucking
it.
hate it, dude.
Yeah.
I hate it. Now, what is like the emotional difference between those two for you? Like when it comes to like having as therapy or having more of an interaction with like your character itself, like what's like the emotional difference of like being yourself or being Frankie P on the floor?
So, I mean, the biggest emotional difference would be I don't I don't have respect in my character. Like I'm very respectful as Frankie in real life. Like that's like probably the one thing that I hold really high. Like I always say sir, ma'am, you know. Like that's just how I was raised. But when I'm in character, that emotional difference of just how it's cool though because it's such a drastic change from my everyday life. Like I get to walk up to people and I get to be like, "What are you doing here? Why are you waiting in line?" And they're
Hmm.
just like, well, what do you mean? I'm here to go inside." And I'm like, "Well, I'm the prince here." You know, like I have this air to me, and it's cool to live that out. Like I would never be able to do 99% of the stuff emotionally in real life that I do in character. It's just that's just not the type of person that I am. So I use, it's just a get out of jail free card at
Oh,
Brighton.
it
Just
certainly is.
yeah, like I have random firecracker poppers that I carry around in my pocket. I'll randomly talk to someone and then just throw them at their feet and run away. And people are like, what? I'll comment on some guy will be standing there and I'll just be like, my mom's tied up. Like, I hate her so much. Like, that bitch, I hate that bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. How
and
dare
then
her?
people love it. Like, they'll go along with me. They'll be like, yeah, like, I hate your mom too. And, my real life mom, she knows I'm not talking about her. Like, both of my parents say, like do whatever you want. Like we know the type of person you are in real life, and we know performative, bright and scary Frankie. So yeah, like for basically the answer I guess would just be my emotional gauge is just very drastic in performance mode, and then in
I could
real
see
life
the line now. 6 people back, he didn't know his mom and dad came and watched him that night, and they're like looking through the line, like, "Oh,
Like, what the fuck?
what's up? You got a problem?
What did I do to you?
I didn't mean it."
and like I'll randomly see comments on like TikTok or Instagram, and they're like, "Don't worry, Frankie, we didn't untie your mom." And then my mom will comment from her TikTok account, and she's like, "Thanks." Like,
Thanks,
so yeah,
sweetie.
yeah.
Thanks.
That's so funny. Yeah,
So it's fun.
it
Yeah.
is like when I'm a clown, like you said, I am always really respectful and like my human self. But dude, as soon as I put a clown mask on, I'm the biggest asshole, and I don't mean to be. It just like comes out of me, and I'm like, oh, I am so sorry that I said that, but I mean everything I meant. I promise you.
They're asking for it.
Yeah, basically, and it's like you don't realize what you're saying until you walk away. And you're like, did I fuck up?
I'm the complete opposite. I'm the nicest clown ever, and I'm an asshole and human. I just hate people. I don't know. So many
Okay.
people just drive me nuts, especially at work. I bitch about work all the time. Like, I have to deal with truck drivers all the time, and I just hate people. But when I'm a clown and I'm in character, I sit down on the ground and I play with kids. I want kids to love coming to the haunt. And then at the
Okay.
end of the night, I have parents come up to me at the end of the night and say, "Dude, that was awesome. That was awesome. I saw what you did with that kid. I appreciate what you did with my kid." Stuff like that. And at the end of the night, they really did enjoy themselves. And so it makes me feel good, that I changed it up a little bit, because automatically, as a clown, you're hated.
For sure.
People come in the gate like, "Oh God, it's a creepy little clown. I don't like it." Well, I'm not little, but I'm just saying in general, But when they see that, though, even people that are standing around that I'm not even interacting with, they see that. I've had people come up and tip, say, "Dude, that was awesome. Here, take this, man. That's awesome." And it's like, thanks. I'm not supposed to be accepting this, but
Speaking of acceptance, I did something when I was a monkey. It was probably the craziest thing. I've never received a tip ever in my life of my 20 years of hunting, but I followed this dude. There's three people, and again, over a mile long of me shuffling, non-stopping, and it was the most exhausting thing because usually I take breaks. I didn't take a break this time. Well, I shuffled, terrorizing these this group of people, and I followed them through the whole thing. Well, then I disappeared when I ended up in front of them somehow, and they thought that was the coolest thing in the world. Well, all of a sudden, at the end of the hunt, like I just collapsed and I just lay on the ground, and I'm like, I'm dead. I'm so tired. And the dude said, "Dude, give me a 5," and like he gave me a 5, and like he handed me like a bill. He said, "Dude, that's a straight honey, dude." I'm like, "What the fuck is he?" He gave me $100. I was like, "Holy shit, dude! You just paid for my groceries. Let's go."
Crazy though that people genuinely want to give that though. Like they won't take no for an answer.
No.
Yeah.
No, I tried to give it back. He was like, "No, no."
oh, I've ran from people before, and they chase you down, and they're like, it's like a strip club. They try to shove it in your underwear and stuff, and it's like, dang. All right, I'll take it.
I definitely noticed the haunting world the last 5 years has skyrocketed. It's so much more mainstream. So much more people like are more grateful.
Yeah.
So that it's just like you said, like I don't want to take the money.
I'll take it.
You're
Well,
twisting
yeah.
my arm.
Yeah, thank you. I love that so much. Now, have you ever had a night where you felt so overwhelmed by the energy?
Yeah, do you mean like negative, positive, anything, just any type of?
Yeah.
For sure. Probably every Saturday would be would be overwhelming. Yeah, so I've had my share of problem customers, like they'll just be in line for almost 2 hours on a busy night and they will just heckle you and they'll be, you're not scary. And then other people start feeding off of their energy and then people start arguing and then they argue in favor of you and they try to defend you. And it just makes the whole atmosphere a little wonky.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like those nights, but I've learned that I carry around like a tampon in my bag now, and anyone that like, pisses me off, like I'll just pull the tampon out and say, "You drop this," or I'll be like, "Shove it up your ass" or whatever. They kind of like it just diffuses them completely because I don't know. I'm pretty quick with the improv, and if people try to argue with me, and not for nothing, we're in a pretty like urban area. Like we get a lot of troublemakers, but our security is awesome. Like I feel so safe that they wand everyone. We have metal detectors, but like we're right next to New York City. We're pretty much like a half an hour, 45 minutes. We get a lot of people, and no one expects me to like go off on them or to like defend myself, but I have no problem like talking back to people in character and keeping the illusion, but just being like an aggressive, like people are like, "Oh damn, like I didn't expect that from him." They like clap.
Pull out
Like,
a
"Yeah,
tampon."
you tell him like so that's what overwhelms me the most. And then the other story I had was I did get hit in the face like by accident last year and it knocked my contact out and I didn't really know how to like process it because it was during in the midway there was like at least 40 people there. She hit me in the eye. She's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." I held my face. I saw my contact on the floor. I was like, "I have to go see the doctor." I ran inside and I just sat in the escape room for like 35 minutes and just in silence and just decompressed. Like I didn't know how to handle it. I was like, did that make me look unprofessional? Like the illusion's gone. Like I know people know that we're actors, but that was probably like the hardest like moment in my haunting career so far. Like breaking a show and having to retreat after getting injured like that. So,
dude, since you brought up the tampon, we were acting one night, and another buddy of ours that ran the midway with us at the time, we're walking around and we're doing our clown stuff, and he just happened to look down. He goes, "Stop." I was like, "What?" "Look down." He found a maxi pad laying on the ground. So he picks it up. "Watch this." Do. We walk up to the concession stand. He taps this chick on the shoulder and bitch slaps her before she even has time to even react. Bitch slaps her with this maxi pad.
Oh my god.
I'm glad I was a clown because I lost it. I broke character almost, but luckily I was a clown, so it blended in. I was dying. And he just walked off like nothing happened. I was like, dude, if our boss would have seen that, he'd have been fired. I mean, literally, he just slapped the shit out of this chick with a maxi pad. He goes into our break room, and then he starts dying himself. And he's like, dude, that was awesome. I'm going to do it again. Well, needless to say, there's another chick in there. She goes, well, I got fake blood. Let's put that on there and do it. I was like, oh, hell no. If they see you, if they see you walking around with that and you're slapping people, you're done. But, dude, it was funny. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I mean, he literally slapped the shit out of this chick.
It's a funny idea though.
Yeah, well, I mean, this, like you said, I got hit. Like I got hit this year. I think I got knocked out. I don't know what the fuck happened, but this dude randomly did something to me, and I was following him as my monkey. I wasn't a full monkey. I was wearing my doctor costume with the monkey hood, as some people call it. They call it smart chance. I don't know. I mean, I guess the lab coat makes me look smart. I don't know. But anyways, I was walking normally because I don't shuffle with that character, and I wasn't doing anything. But this just shows you what type of people are in this world. I was not doing anything. I wasn't actually interacting with this group. I was physically just walking through. Wasn't doing anything, and I was probably 5 feet away from the group of people, and one of the guys turned around and said, "What's up?" And I thought he wanted a normal conversation, so I interacted back with another "What's up?" and he blasts me right in my face and drops me straight on my ass. And I sat there, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And they go down, I lose them, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm just so distraught, and I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I'm done. I just ruined my night. And so I get up. I have no makeup on my face now because a dude punched me in my face. I walk all the way. I was in the middle of the trail, so I had to walk all the way to the clown house where the makeup room is. And that's a mission. And I'm just walking. I'm walking and walking. And I sit down finally. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So people went and got me an ice pack. The owner was really fucking pissed off that happened. And they're like, what's he look like? And I'm like, he was black, wearing a black cap. I don't know, dude. It happened so nonchalantly and happened so quick. It's why are you gonna?
Like you were expecting anything,
he wasn't doing anything. I followed them through the whole trail. I just don't know what was the purpose of it or anything. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? So why are you gonna do that?
They're gonna start making us wear GoPros.
I would definitely wear a GoPro.
Everybody has to have a GoPro. That way it's like a cop. You got to witness everything.
Hey, Banshee was wearing a GoPro this season, so.
Oh, that's going to be cool to see.
Yeah.
Now, how do you stay in character throughout the whole night?
So, the easiest way that I learned how to stay in character, is because when you're out on the midway or the queue line, whatever you want to call it, you're basically stuck on a 360 stage.
Yep.
You can't really reset too much. I learned that you have to make ways that you can reset yourself, whether it be planting a prop inside or having a storyline that you could be like, I have to go take my pills, or hold on, be right back, my uncle's calling, have some type of fake thing. The thing that helped me the most, at least this season, was being able to reset, run inside, look at myself in the mirror, pep talk myself, maybe even have my Spotify still on my phone, play a 30-second clip of some song to get just, to trigger something, and then just to go right back out. Resetting has saved me headaches. I used to get a lot of headaches just throughout the night, just being so tired and being stuck in a corner surrounded by 40 little kids, record this for my friend. Okay, my friend's name is Sarah. Can you bark like a dog? And you just get stuck. You can't move, and you don't want to disappoint these young, haunt fans. So yeah, just finding a way to reset your character, or at least putting yourself in a position that you could escape, that's the best thing that I've discovered in the last 2 years, for sure.
I've learned so far of, if I have annoying people around my area and it's a constant battle, I always tell them, and they don't ever understand it until I bring it out. I said, listen, I have a bunch of birds in my pocket and you're about to get all of them. Well, what do you mean? So do you really want to find out what this bird is? They're like, yeah, dude. So I'll dig in my pocket and I'll pull out the bird, flip them off and shit. They're like, you can't do that. Here, I was like, here, I got another one for you. They have more too, so I'll get them distracted over here. And then all of a sudden, these motherfuckers got more birds. And I'm like, dude, now we have a whole fucking flock of them. He's like, well, why are you doing this to me? I said, because you really need to fuck off right now, dude.
That's when you get a big sack and say, here, reach in there. There's more birds in here.
Like, I don't know what it is. Like, sometimes I'll get overwhelmed, and I'm like, okay, here comes Arthur. Fuck these motherfuckers. And I'll just start taking it in my pocket, and I look at an innocent, like, face, and I'm like, oh, you're not going to get the bird, but this motherfucker's about to get the bird. So, I don't know. It's just, I'm not an asshole, but, like, when I get overstimulated, I'm just like...
There's definitely like a gauge that fills up during the night, and then once you go past that point, whoever it is, like little Cindy in the corner, that's like really nice to you. I'm just gonna turn at her and throw poppers at her feet. I don't care.
I'm gonna power bomb her through a table.
Yeah.
What did I do? You just looked at me.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were in the wrong place.
Yeah.
That'd be a funny ass mugshot.
Yeah.
Salty.
Yeah. That 13 through 16-year-old group of those kids, I can't stand them.
God.
The iPad kids.
The iPad kids, man.
Yeah.
I can't do anything without my tablet.
God, they're just so rude and annoying, and it just, I mean, I understand it's a phase, they're trying to be cool in front of their friends and shit, but the problem is, though, it ruins your night real quick, especially if there's a big group of them.
I'm gonna give them 27 spits to the face.
Yeah, there's always at least like one leader that if you could, like, in my opinion, if you could make fun of that one, 13-year-old leader in the group, all the other kids will start turning to him and start laughing like, and it kind of diffuses the situation. But in general, like 70% of them now, they're all just like, you're not scary. And then they're either walking out of the haunt crying, or they're coming out of an emergency exit, not even finishing the haunt. And then I catch them again in the parking lot, and I'm like, what were you saying before? And then, they don't even want to talk to me.
Now he's got birds for you.
Dude, I'm literally thinking about carrying around a squirt gun. And like a big one. A big one with a big clip, like the one Jordan had that was auto. I'm going to start shooting people right in the nuts with it. That way, look, he pissed his pants! just to start some shit.
Yep.
Pee in your pants, it's cool.
Yeah.
One of the big super soakers. And then
something. I mean, I'm willing to do it. Screw it.
Yep.
Owner be like, why are you wetting people?
Dude,
because they piss me off.
These are free.
Well, I know those are free.
These are free, dude.
Dude, so's trough water.
Oh God, we won't get into that. Well, I am going to get into that. There was a few years ago we were volunteering. You got a full contact haunt, rated R as fuck, and I ran out of water. So I was like,
no, we ran out of blood.
Well, yeah, we ran out of blood. I'm like, man, I don't.
Because we were throwing blood on people.
Okay.
And, so I tied up this chick, and I'm like, I'll be right back. So I went behind the scene, and there was old trough water.
Yeah, from this horse trough.
That's been sitting there all summer
year.
long.
Yeah, it was bad.
So I took a gallon of like a milk jug, and I just filled her up, dude, and it smelled like poop. So bad. And I went back to the scene, and I put a bunch of food coloring in it and stuff, and I just started dumping on them. I'm like, yeah, you stink now, don't you, bitch?
Yeah, you like this perfume?
Take this. Yeah, that was nasty as hell, but I did it anyways. Do you ever believe that, like, haunt acting is a style of art?
Oh, for sure. 100%. Haunt acting should be, they should teach college classes on haunt acting at this point. It's, fear in general, everybody has their own different triggers. So it's like, not only is it a science what we're doing, because we have to kind of curtail our act and try to at least bring out some type of fear. And if you can't strike fear into someone, at least entertain them. So, they're definitely should be its own, profession. It is a profession. I mean, we're
optional
considered
college course.
Yeah. Yeah. We're professional haunt actors at this point. So, it wasn't like that.
I dress up as a
15 years
professor.
ago.
As a professor every day, I dress up.
You do?
I'm going to.
Oh, you're going to start
Yeah.
every day?
He gave me an idea. I'm going down to the local university. I said, look, I'm a professor of haunt. I want to start my own class. It's, don't have to be like mandatory. Just like somebody wants an extra curriculum or something during their college courses. And every day I'm going to dress up as a different character and just walk in there and mess with people. Like, hey, look, you know,
This is what you can be.
This is what you can be.
You can take medicine every day. You can take psychological pills. You can take depression pills, and you'll be just like me.
Because I feel like certain people are more prone to scaring others, and other people, they don't want to scare people.
Yeah.
So at least the people that are interested, you could probably, you could probably capitalize and have your own little haunt army that you can train. Little haunt cult.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I love
For
how,
extra credit, you guys are going to come work at my haunt.
yeah.
For
I love
pizza.
how like the normal
Yup.
people, they always say like, well, you scare people. You can be scary. Scare this person. Like even like if you're at work or whatever, it's like, dude, it's not that simple. If
For
I can,
you, it is. We just look at you.
I'm a pussy. That's as simple as that. Like that. I mean, simple as that. But just in general, it's like, well, why are you jumping so much, man? You're a scare actor. I'm like, because I'm human. Like traumatized.
This is still scary.
He's traumatized me when I was a kid. So I'm just stuck in this PTSD body, and I can't fucking.
I've seen things, man.
God, it doesn't fucking help. Now, do you ever believe that haunt acting is actually who you are as an individual in this world?
When I was younger, I didn't really give it a thought. It was just something that I enjoy. I was like, well, let me go sit outside. Like even before haunt acting, I would sit outside in my house and just dress up when I was like, 5 or 6 and just sit on my steps and just a random mailman. And they were probably like, what the hell? Like, get a job, kid, like whatever. And now I do have a job and I'm a professional haunt actor. So, yeah,
Yeah.
the older I get, like I said, I'm on T-shirts. I have these fans. I sign autographs. It's just become kind of who I am now, and it is part of my personality. So I think, yeah, I consider myself a haunter for sure.
Fuck yeah.
I consider myself an actor, but for the most part, I do consider like most of that is haunting. So, but all of haunting is acting. So
That's all it is, and it's all improving. I can't see it. Like I know there's some haunts out there that have like skits and
Actual lines.
and I'm like, dude, I don't know if I can do that
That would
because
be
like
boring.
improving's fun, or like the like Universal does, like when you do the pop scares and like the sound in the background and lights activate. It's like, dude, that's taking the
I
purpose.
can't. Yeah.
That's
I
not
can't work
fun
at
to me.
Universal. Everyone's saying like, why don't you work at Universal? That's like a step up. And I'm like, well, to be honest, I feel like Brighton gives me more freedom as an actor than Universal would give
Yeah.
me, at least in the horror aspect of the thing.
Yeah, because all you're doing is putting on someone else's costume.
Yeah.
That's all. And I know there's some haunts out there that you have to wear their costumes and stuff, which is cool in a way, but it also takes away the aspect of creativity. We have to have that, especially in like people that have like really good details on character development, like Flicks the Clown or Blaze the Clown. They have such a very unique way of building their characters when it comes down to wardrobe or makeup or the way they present themselves on each post they post. It's like, holy shit, like you guys have so much emotional like aspect with this post right here, and that's because you chose the right song, you chose the right wardrobe, and there's a story behind it. Do you think like haunters like carry like some type of pain with them while they're doing haunting?
Yeah, guys, for sure. I mean, at least in my act, I mean, I pull from the top of my head usually, and the most fucked up things that I can say are usually the things that I'm afraid about the most. So like, I'll be talking about, my mom's dead and my mom's not dead, or like I'm check under your car, or I put something under your car. I tell people that all the time in the parking lot, or like um uh, uh oh, if they're wearing orange, I'm gonna carve you like a pumpkin. And it's just things that like I don't like and things that scare me. So, I bring that trauma out in my act. I feel like we have to pull it from somewhere,
Yeah.
because I mean, if we're not like a screwed up person in normal life, like, that creativity has to have some trauma like
Has to.
behind it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've learned to take my trauma that I've had throughout the years, either if it's anxiety or, super bad depression, or, the fact like I'll take like the pain that I had when my mom died. I'll take that and like I'll form like a character out of it. And 9 times out of 10, he's just a grimy fucking character that is an asshole from hell.
Yeah.
But
But there's real emotion behind that,
there's
though.
so much emotion, but that's it's like forming a song. You know, there's whole lyrics written down, and you just break them down each time, and the way you present it is how you perform it. So like it goes with like body language, or being a silent character, or being a in your face live action character. It's all about how you really put yourself out there. I mean, you are your own billboard. Yes, you are working for Brighton Asylum. We work for Land of Illusion, but you are your own billboard. How are you always thinking to yourself, like, how am I going to be different than all millions of fucking haunt actors out there? How am I going to stand out? And you're thinking like, just be you. Why not? Why not be you? I mean, because the only person that is in this world just like you is yourself. That's what makes a haunt actor. People that go out there and really show themselves as a different person, but in reality, it's themselves. That's a true haunt actor. That's a person that really is taking every little detail of their life and just throwing it into people's faces. Literally. I mean, it doesn't matter what situation you're in, you are going out there and being yourself. But then you also have those posers that go out there and, like, dude, I scared the shit out of this girl. She pissed herself like 3 times. Prove it. Prove to me that this person pissed themselves, because
You see that trail going across the cement? There's your proof.
I've heard it so many times of people like, oh, this girl pissed herself. This girl. Show me.
You see a lot of comments online. Like I noticed that's a trend. Like, oh, this haunt's not scary. Come here because we make people pee themselves. And it's like, okay, well, show it. Where's the videos?
Where is it at? Tell me.
Show me the pee.
God.
I want to see a turd on the ground.
Dude, I'd love that. I've never made anybody.
I scared the shit out of them.
Now
Someone shit themselves on our final weekend, actually.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I love that.
Clean up aisle 7.
I've never made anybody shit or piss themselves, but I've made people get into an anxiety attack. But that's because I was running at them with a chainsaw as a clown. So I didn't really do anything. I was using my crutch. I was using my chainsaw. So when it comes to crutches, like, what's one of your favorite things that you love to use?
That's interesting. So I have a bunch of my props here, actually. Like I have my plexiglass knife that I always carry around. I always say, like, it doesn't go off on the metal detectors inside, so that's like part of my patient's backstory, that I sneak around and I hold up other patients and make them do things for me. But I feel like this is more important than it looks.
Yeah.
When I'm barehanded, people approach me and they react to me differently than, even, like, let's say if I'm holding it like this and I'm just like walking around like this, like, hi guys, like, how's it going? How's it going? And then when they see something in my hand, it makes people a little, they go, oh, okay. And then what I started doing is I start walking around and spinning it all night. And when I see somebody that I don't like or I want to engage with, I'll stop it and I'll just, like, run at them with it. And I feel like this has become a crutch, in a sense that it zens me out, and it's kind of like a fidget spinner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
I kind of need this to calm down, or like when I'm getting overstimulated, like, I'm like, where's my knife? And I'll start spinning it and I'll start walking around the midway. So yeah, this is probably my crutch. And then my newest crutch, that is a dinosaur. It's the gift from Banshee and Dr. Sharp. So this was a toy dinosaur that was in a fire, so it's all burnt everywhere.
Okay.
And I would randomly whip it out when I just get confused. Like, either if people were saying 6'7", or if people were saying you're not scary, or if I didn't know what to do, this would kind of be like my get out of jail prop. I would just whip it out, and people would just be like, "What?" And it would disarm the situation, and I would just start saying, I found this in the fire. I didn't save those kids that were in the fire, but at least I saved this. Like, so
Completely
it's like
change the subject.
Yeah, change the subject, and it was like an emergency, like, eject button. So yeah, so this was my fidget spinner, and this was my ejector this season, and it really, really helped me.
I do that shit to him all the time. I'll literally, like, we'll be getting ready to go out, and I'll, like, hand him a bag. Here, take this with you tonight. What is it? It's stuff. It's just props, man. And he don't even know what it is. He'll start going, dude, what is this? What am I going to do with this? Like, I'll literally just give him some of the craziest shit, or something I just made in the studio, and he'll look at me crazy. But then at the end of the night, he's like, "Dude, that was fucking hilarious. I literally just gave people this random shit. They looked at me like I was crazy." I was like, "See,
And
it
it's
works."
fun. It's fun because he doesn't know what's in there, so
Yeah.
it's like a surprise for everyone.
Yeah.
It is. It's like I love those situations, like especially like when the bird thing, like with I got a bunch of birds in my pocket. When people are going at me and I all of a sudden flip the subject, like, dude, I got birds in my pocket. They're like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Like, we're talking about 6, 7 or hitting a fucking, whip it shit. They don't do that no more. But just in general, it's just like when you flip the script and you say that you got something, or you start having a conversation with yourself in mid conversation, or just abruptly just walk away in mid conversation. I love doing that. Like, hey, can I ask you a question? Yeah, sure. So, and then just walk off.
And you could only get away with that in the haunting world.
Yes, sometimes I do that all the time with my boss. I'm like, hey, Jeremy, can I ask you a question? Yeah, sure. And I'll just fuck off. Now, what is one moment at Brighton you will never forget?
Ooh, man. So there's like so many pinnacle moments. Um, well, okay, there's two. There's two of them. So the first one would be I actually won a trip to Universal Halloween Horror Nights with the owner of Brighton, Rich, and Amanda Revenge, which was our top actor at the time. So Rich took me and her to Halloween Horror Nights mid-season, October 2019, I think. And it was just like a last minute thing. Like, we were doing so good all season, we made all the shows. Like, he was like, you know what, we're just going to go to Halloween Horror Nights. I got to experience the Saw house and some other, I forgot what, the Shining house was there. And then we went right back into the Brighton season right after that, and it was like such a crazy fever dream again. Like, you're already overwhelmed from the Halloween season, then you win a surprise trip that you have to fly to Florida from Jersey, and then back. It was just a day, and then you're going back the next day to perform. It's just something that was so cool, and I was like so grateful to be a part of that. And I'll
Wow.
never forget like that trip. It was awesome. And then the second one was probably when I got put on a t-shirt, and no one tells me anything, and like everyone knew. So I get there, I get in makeup, and then the owner, Rich, and Connor, our head manager, comes in, and they're like, everyone's clapping and they're all looking at me. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you guys? Like, are we closing early or something? Like, what the fuck? And then they're like, they just whip out a t-shirt, and they're like, we put you on a t-shirt. And I was the first character to be put on a t-shirt at Brighton. And then we got like 3 other characters now, and we have all this other merch. And it was just, it's a surreal honor to be like that kind of, I don't know, like pioneering figure in the haunt industry in a way, because we never really had these. I mean, Six Flags had like icon characters like Jack and stuff like that, but now it's getting bigger. All these other haunts are getting their own icon characters, and all the fans can go to all these other haunts and look for specific people, and it's awesome, and it needs to get even bigger, and I'm so for it.
It is a surreal thing because a lot of people don't realize what they're doing in this moment. And it was like when we did our last interview with Riot. He's more of a modern, he's more of like a modern haunter, but like, people that's been doing it before, 2020, we're a little bit old school in a way. But like when you look at us, like we're old school. So like there's different varieties of haunters, but when you look at new school haunting, it's crazy. And there's
If you
people.
think that's old school, what the fuck am I? Because I was doing this shit back in the 90s, man.
let's just say the Bible was written in a very strong way. But it's just crazy to think that like there's so many different varieties of haunters, and like Vax, Freak Skinny he was from SeaWorld, but now he travels. He got let go from SeaWorld because he was so iconic, and people only wanted to go see him because he blew up on TikTok. But then why would you get rid of that? You're bringing more people to your parks. Don't do that. Praise it.
Yeah.
Give that.
No, it's confusing, but it's also like, yeah, like it comes with that territory in a sense.
It does, and
Yeah.
I see where SeaWorld's coming from because they want other people, but I also see it from a haunter's view. It's like, dude, why would you get rid of something so iconic? I mean, he's almost 7 foot tall and he plays an amazing zombie. So it's like, why would you get rid of that? You know? So it's like, why? I don't know. When people praise other haunt actors, like, you know, for instance, Bone Daddy from Woods of Terror, how he promotes his haunt actors. I love that so much because we're not normal people, but when we get that hints of like, I'm something. I finally feel like I'm somebody now. And then when that owner does that, puts you on a shirt or makes a post about you or, you know, puts you up on a billboard, it's like, bro, dude, like you just sit there and you're like, am I famous? Am I like fucking like Ben Affleck or something? Like, who the fuck am I?
It definitely changes like how you start, or how, at least how I started approaching haunting. Like, you know, like the first billboard, it's just like, what? Or the first professional photo shoot, it's like, oh my God, you know, like not only are they spending money on something and I can't mess this up, but this is going to be seen by a bunch of people. And that rewired my brain for sure.
Man, like I'm gonna do better next year. I want to do more. I need more of this. I just love that because like that's what haunting does for everybody. It's like there are some people that don't really like get it as much, but there's some people that really just stand out and really just get it all. And I don't know why it happens that way, but it just does. And you look at those people that you're just like, I'm gonna be like that. I want to be like that person. So like you give them motivation to try harder next year. And I've met so many people. We've met so many people that have changed just in the past like 6 or 7 months on who they are as a haunter, and they really like push themselves to be this iconic character, or you know, stand out and say, "Hey, dude, like I just talked to you know Frankie, or I'll talk to like Brighton Banshee, or Dinwiddie, or Slider Jesus." Like those people just stand out. I don't know how to explain it. Like that's just like it's an eyesore when you notice that when people are really trying to be themselves by not trying to be somebody else.
You can see the passion, you know,
Fuck
like
yeah.
yeah,
Oh
or
yeah.
not even see it. You could feel it just by looking at the posts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every and it's not a normal thing, but it's if it comes naturally, it's like there it is. Start typing away. I need
Yep.
you to be on the show. Hello. Why aren't you fucking writing back? That's just, I love it so fucking much. All right. So we got a few more questions. We got actually 3 more questions.
Nice.
What do you hope your character leaves behind when you're done with all this?
Ooh, wow. So when I am on my deathbed, when I'm 135 and I'm like, oh God, and they're like, Frankie, Frankie, and I'm like, take this t-shirt off of me. I hmm. I just hope that the haunting industry just booms and just gets bigger and just more people realize how much of like a lightning in a bottle type of situation that the haunting industry has right now. And I don't think people are fully capitalizing on it yet. There's so much talent. There's so many, like you said, there's so many of these brilliant actors. These haunts and the haunt owners, they put so much work into building all these sets and creating this world so us as haunters could play and exist in it. Like, I don't know. I just feel like if anyone is a fan of me, I just hope that they see how much I enjoy existing in this fantasy, fun, scary world, and I love engaging with people. That I just hope that they can get into it and it just gets bigger and more people see it. You know, it just gets more mainstream. I hope even Brighton Asylum in general just gets bigger as well. Like we've blown up in the last 5 years. So I mean, who knows what the East Coast or the United States in general with haunting has in store. So I just hope that my legacy, you know, people could look on TikTok and Instagram and say, you know, oh, Frankie from Brighton Asylum 100 years ago. Like he was creepy. Like holy shit.
Would that be fucking cool? Just like, man, I'm in a scripture, dude. This is dope.
Little time
Because
capsule.
our digital footprint's there, guys. You know,
It's
like
there.
this is the pinnacle time right now for haunting. So
Yeah, and I don't understand why, but it's like I don't want to know why. I just love it. And it's just one of those things where I'm just like, man, don't end, don't stop.
yeah.
But what if it did end? What would you be? Who would you be?
Jeez, I think I probably have to just do regular drama or something like that. I would just be a regular actor, I guess. Because I mean, I was obsessed before, like I was dressing up in costumes when I was younger. I was still dressing up as Power Rangers, and I was doing martial arts. So I guess maybe I'd be like a Power Ranger
There you
if I
go.
wasn't a
Bring
haunter.
it back.
There you go.
Yeah.
It needs to be coming. It needs to be back.
Yeah.
God, we need new
Who are the
colors.
types?
That's right. There you go.
Yeah.
What color would you be, Steve? Not purple. Not purple. What color would you be?
I'll be whatever fuck color I want to be.
I would be beige.
Beige.
You'd be tan.
Yeah.
You could be the Brown Ranger.
Okay. So, anyways, shit. All right, we went there. All right. So here's the lovely question: what's a haunter mean to you? And why?
I would say a haunter is somebody that wants to be passionate about something and doesn't know exactly where they are in life and finds happiness and passion doing something new, because that's exactly how I feel like a lot of people, they didn't ever expect to be haunters. They was, you know, it was their first audition and they were like, I never wanted to do this, I'm not the type of person. And then they're like, oh my god, like I've met so many friends through this, I'm coming back next year. So the essence of a haunter is somebody that goes outside their comfort zone and tries something that they wouldn't normally want to do, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's a good answer.
Yeah.
We've heard quite a few answers, and a lot of them are different, and I love that because it's like we are our own little monsters, guys. And I think it's so cool to express yourself in being scary. You're capable of doing things that you normally don't do in today's society. But that moment that you step out on that floor and it's green light and it's spooky season, you'll see a whole new person. And it's like, you weren't like that at work or you weren't like that at home, but when I come and see you here, you don't exist no more. And I think that's really fucking brilliant on any haunter that can just go out there and be a completely different fucking person. And that's what you are. You're a haunter. And that, like, you're a true haunter. You haven't like missed a fucking question. You answered everything. And a lot of people that, like, you know, we interviewed so many people, but everybody has a different answer. And that's what makes a haunter so unique in this world, because people need to hear it. People need to know the reason why we do this. And it's not because I love dressing up. I love being scary. No, I like going out there and being myself. And I don't get judged. Now,
And people want to see it as well.
Exactly. And it's just the passion and the dedication, the blood, sweat, the tears, the stressful moments of how the fuck am I going to get there on time, or blah, blah, like I'm not even going to get paid, or this and that. It's just there's so much that happens in the haunt world that a lot of people don't understand. And the only people that really understand it are haunters. And that's why we do the show. We make sure that people can understand that you're not alone. We all have our own problems. We all battle our own demons. But at the end of the day, we're fucking haunters. Hands down. I remember one specific moment when it was like 2019. I was at Universal, middle of the summer, and I'm talking to Beetlejuice, and he's doing his thing, and he asked me, what do I do for a living? I answered straight to his face, I'm a haunter. I'm not going to tell you what my real job is. I'm a fucking haunter.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Get over it, B man.
Yeah, dude, I don't care. Don't make me say your name 3 times,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
I'll send you back.
And
But
you probably felt empowering saying that too.
Yeah.
I did, and it's like it's just who I am, and I don't care if you don't like
I
it.
got it tattooed on my ass. I'm honored.
I love it. I can't get enough of it, and that's like why we do this show, because like each and every one of your guys' like interviews and questions and answers really means so much to us, but it actually means so much more to everybody else, especially people that's stepping into this world. They don't know what they're going to expect or what ride they're going to go on. We don't know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they listen to our episodes or they'll listen to like your guys' stories and they're like, man, I really want to do that. Do it. What's stopping you?
Yeah, I just wanted to say I really, really appreciate what you guys have been doing. I've been following you, a couple months before, like I even started messaging you guys, and like just putting haunting in general on the map is just, you guys are pioneering something, and I'm all for it. And thank you again on behalf of all other haunters. Just giving us a spotlight to share our passions is all that we ask for, So.
You made me cry. I really do appreciate that. And like there is a lot of hard work that goes through it, but it's something that we love and we want to hear the reason why we love it. Not just from us, but from everybody. And they deserve it. Each and every one of you guys deserve it. And we all deserve a spotlight at least once in our life. Need it so bad, especially on a t-shirt. That's badass.
It helps. It helps my mental a little bit.
Makes me feel loved.
I'm somebody. Yeah, fuck you. Here's the birds. All right. Well, I'm gonna put my birds in my pocket, and I think I'm done with all the questions. Do you have any questions for us before we let you go?
Will you guys ever visit Brighton Asylum?
Yes. I'm gonna say yes. It's gonna happen. There's a lot of haunts that we have to visit. A lot. When?
Again, it's been a minute, but I mean, actually, I noticed just within starting from last year all the way up till now, we've already actually made it to a couple extra outside haunts than what we normally do. With us doing Trans World, so we got to go, to the darkness, so that was cool. Also, this year we also got to go to the Blood Prison.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Just again,
we're
trying.
Slowly, our job schedule.
Because every one we interview,
it's tough. It's tough. I get it.
And everyone that we've interviewed, especially haunt owners, all of them have been more than courteous and said, "Hey, dude, come visit us. I got you. Just come on out." And it's like, awesome. We appreciate that. But the only problem is you're like 7 hours away, man. So
not only being far away, also being haunters yourself, and then being haunt season, and then doing other. I get it.
Dude. If I'm at the
if I had a private jet, it'd be a different story,
Yeah, but dude, like our dream is to eventually we want this our full-time job. Fuck the working Monday through Friday or the swing shift that I do. I don't
help us. We're poor.
Yeah, dude. But we'll get there. But dude, we really appreciate you taking time out of your day and spending time with us for, an hour and 20 minutes and just diving deep in that brain and just letting loose, man. I know haunt season's over, but it's never over for us.
Yeah.
Ever.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. It was an honor.
Hey, it was fucking awesome, and we're gonna do recaps on, Brighton of the Banshee. Jesus, I can't talk, and then do more recaps and stuff because they deserve a video because they don't have videos.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, thank you so much. And Steve, you have anything for him?
Nope.
All right, man. Well, you stay spooky and stay classy, dude.
See ya.
Arthur, Steve, have a good night, guys.
See you, buddy. Guys, that was Frankie P from Passaic, New Jersey, from Brighton Asylum. It's a fucking honor, guys. And the excitement that you get from his voice is such a true honor and something that he really holds deeply inside of him. And it's like, you do get that a lot, but you don't get a lot of like, I love this. This is my passion. This is my dream. This is my life. Guys, just because it's over doesn't mean it's truly over.
Yeah. You guys can watch us.
Watch us. There's other haunt podcasts out there that do stuff, but I don't think anybody does stuff like how we do it.
Yeah.
We do stuff a little bit differently. I mean, we're the Dark Carousel for a reason, guys. We really want to hear your story and just appreciate everything you guys do. Other than that, guys, Frankenfuel Mike, thank you so much for making an amazing energy drink, and I'm so happy for your journey, dude. It's probably it's a hell of an adventure.
I think that's
for
gonna be a
you.
new segment of the show.
What?
I'm just gonna put a random mask on, and just stare at you.
Make me feel awkward. Well, guys, that was Frankie P. Hell of a fucking dude. Really excited to finally sit down and talk with him. And dude, 10 years, man. That's a good number, man. And just don't stop haunting, man. It only gets better from here, and you only improve. And 10 years down the road, you're going to be a completely different person. So
Maybe he might be a star.
Dun, dun, dun. You never know. But other than that, guys, tomorrow, next episode is Vincent Castiglia from Brooklyn, New York. Guys, listen,
Linda.
he's got a story.
Got a story.
He's got a dark story. And it's us introducing him to this haunt world. So with a huge, warm heart and a huge honor of welcoming him into this haunt world, guys, go to his page, Vincent Castiglia, or go to our page and see right in the middle of our post, Vincent's. Go to his page and shoot him a follow, share his shit out, and look what he does.
Yeah.
This guy has mastered the craft
Amazing.
of monochromatic painting with his own blood.
Yeah. Check it out.
It's fucking crazy. Like, dude, it's nuts. And then the one after that is with Snuggles from Woods of Terror.
Meanwhile, you have frostbite all over your fingers.
I'm cold. But other than that, guys, my name's Arthur. That is Steve. We're the Dark Carousel podcast. And do you have anything for everybody else that wants to listen? Oh, I do. Guys, I'm painting these pumpkins. I don't have one that's getting painted right now. But if you get on our Instagram page and see the pumpkin that I painted, I'm making those. And I want to make all different varieties of different styles, different holidays and stuff, but always trying to keep that spooky vibe into this world because we need it. So if you guys want one, shoot me a message.
I'm gonna tape some turkey feathers to one.
It don't matter. It'd be a spooky turkey. A spooky turkey.
Gobble gobble, bitch.
Gobble gobble. But yeah, if you want one, they're $30. And if you guys want like a little custom one, shoot me a message and we'll talk through it and stuff and get it done. Other than that, guys, we're the Dark Carousel podcast. You are the audience. And guess what? This carousel never stops spinning. Deuces. See you guys.
This ride on the Dark Carousel may be over, but the horrors are far from done. The next nightmare is just around the corner. Stay tuned for the next episode.